Hey y'all, welcome to the Crochet Cabin. I'm Kimmy and I'll be your host today. Well, I promised you a tutorial and that's what we're going to do today. And here is my sample. It's very easy stitch. It's very pretty. It looks the same on both sides. So it's very versatile. It's real easy to do. It's just you make a chain of an even number. Doesn't matter what the number is, just an even number. And then we just do single crochets and half double crochets throughout the project. So if you're ready to get started, we'll give her a go. Okay, so I went ahead and chained 20. That's my number. So that's what the sample was 20. So when we get to the end of that, so we're not going to go into here. We're going to go right there. Can you guys see that? Right there. In the second chain. Okay. And we're going to start with a single crochet. And then we're going to, in the next chain, do a half double crochet. And then a single in the next. And then a half double in the next. A single in the next. And a half double in the next. Single in the next. And half double in the next one. And we just keep going along this way. So now, if you've never done a single crochet or half double crochet, I'll show you. It's really easy. So our next stitch is a single. So we just go into the stitch. Do not yarn over, just go into the stitch. Then yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over again, pull through both loops on your hook. That is a single crochet. And then for a half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into our stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over again, and go through all 3 loops on your hook. And that is a half double crochet. So we're just going to keep repeating that all the way to the end of our row. So we get to the end of row 1. Now I will tell you, whatever stitch you start with, that's the stitch you should end with. So if you start with a single crochet, then the last stitch of your row should be a single crochet. If it isn't, you messed up somewhere. Which I have done that. Believe me. Okay. Now we're at the end of row 1. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to turn our work. And then right here in this first stitch, the very first stitch, we are going to put a half double crochet. Okay. So we're going to go yarn over, go into our stitch, both loops, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops. Then our next is a single, and then a half double. And then a single, and then a half double. Single, half double, single, half double, single, half double, and we're going to continue in this fashion all the way to the end of our row. And our last stitch should be a half double crochet for this row, for row 2. So, there's a half double, a single, a half double, and then a single. And our last stitch is a half double. Now, I will say, if you're new to crochet and you have trouble finding your last stitch of the previous row, when you do that last stitch, put a stitch marker in the top of that stitch. And that will, then when you get to that point to where you need to go into that last stitch from the previous row, or the first, no, it'd be the first stitch of the previous row, right? Yes. Yes. So just put a stitch marker in there. And then when you get to that, you'll be able to see where your stitch is supposed to be placed. Okay. So this is the end of row 2. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. This is what our work looks like so far. Okay. You see that? So now the next row is a repeat of row 1. So we will start with a single crochet. And then a half double, single, half double, single, half double, single, half double, single, half double, and we just continue on with this pattern. Single, half double, single, half double. And you do a couple rows of this and you don't even have to think about it no more because your muscle memory will take over. It's pretty easy to remember. It's a really simple stitch that makes really nice material. So our first stitch was a single. So our last stitch is a single. Okay. Then we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to repeat row 2, which row 2 started with a half double crochet. So row 4 will start with a half double crochet. So we do a half double, then a single, then a half double, and then a single, and then a half double, and a single, then a half double, single, 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 and our last stitch is a half double. And you just continue on with it just like that. You repeat row 1, so you start with a single, and then you do a half double, and a single, and a half double, and a single, and a half double, and a single, all the way to the end, and then you end with a single. You chain 1, and you turn your work. Second row, you start with a half double. So it's a half double is your first stitch. And then a single, and a half double, and a single, and a half double, and a single, and so on, all the way to the end. And so your last stitch of the second row should be, well, it has to be, a half double crochet. And then the third row is a repeat of row 1. Fourth row is a repeat of row 2, and so on and so on and so on to the end. Okay, now I want to bring this sample back out because I want to show you how straight those edges are. You see that? That's really nice. I have used this stitch to make sweaters, t-shirt style tops, summer tops, dishcloths, washcloths, hand towels, blankets, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've used this tons of times. If you do not like this little, like, wavy, see how it's kind of wavy right there, kind of like loops. If you don't like that, you can always turn your work and then chain 1, and that will eliminate that. But I like it because if I'm going to do a border, you see this? See that right there? You just put to do your single crochet all the way around, because sides are horrible for that. I mean, if you're not experienced at it, it's really rough trying to figure out where to put your hook, where to place your stitches to where it looks nice. So you just put them in the holes. See the holes? There's a hole, and there's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole. And you just do that all the way down, and it gives you a really straight single crochet edge. And then you can go, you do the same thing on the other side, all the way around. And then you can go back around and, do whatever border that you want to do on it. But it's a really good fabric. It's not see-through, like, really much at all, if you can see that. See just the lines. It's a pretty good fabric. I have used acrylic for this. I have used cotton. I have used 3-weight, 4-weight, 5-weight. It just depends on what you're making. You could use this to make a winter scarf. It'd be really warm with like a 5-weight. It would be a nice scarf. It would be a really nice scarf. And then you just like use a 6mm. Say like a 6mm for a 5-weight. Maybe a 6.5 hook. And so the possibilities are endless with this. So, yeah, it's a really, really good stitch. It's an easy stitch. It's, you know, perfect. It's perfect for a lot of things. So if you're new to crochet, this would be a good stitch to start with. If you're not good with crochet and you just want something that's really not going to take up a lot of your focus, it's a good stitch. I did want to say that you start with an even number of chains, and then your stitches will be, your rows will be an odd number, so it'll be one less than whatever you chained. If you chained 100, you're going to have 99 stitches. Okay, just want to throw that out there. It would be good for rectangular wraps too, for like winter time or something like that. I love this stitch for doing sweaters and tops, because you see how it looks like little squares? When you join your sleeve to the body of the sweater, if you use the mattress stitch, you cannot see that seam. It's virtually invisible. Well, guys, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbie. And subscribe if you haven't. Shoot me a comment. If you want to see other tutorials, other stitches that you've been wanting to try, but you want to see how they work up, just let me know in the comments and I will make a video. So, I hope you all have a very blessed day, and I hope life is treating you kind. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.